And hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Valentine's 2026. This is going to be another interesting tournament hosted by MOBA HUB. Again, new year, new day, new month. Here we are at the February Valentine Day event. Basically, you guys, as usual, it's the Valentine week already starting up as the Valentine Day is closing down. So here we are. This is the prize pool for, the winners will be getting two epic skins plus 1,000 rupees cash, and the runner-up will be getting Starlight cards and the 500 rupees cash. So again, it's a best of three series. The brown one has been done. Round two coming in here. So looks like we do have two teams already, ready. On to the match. We have the Masterminds versus Moon Neckos. Interesting match. I'm Peachy, your caster, and I'm joined by Asiya today. Hello, Asiya. How are you?
Hello, PJ. I'm good, and I'm really interested to see how this match really goes up because honestly, this is my first time seeing a duo tournament, and I wish both of them all the best. Right now on the pick, though, well, we have Kimi going for the hyper. I'm sure that the other person will definitely go in for some tank who can support Kimi because she really is in a desperate need of a frontliner. Carlos, what do you think?
Oh, highly possible though. It does reminds me a bit of, 4 to 5 years back when I did play a similar kind of tournament, a 2v2. I think this was around February as well because I do remember playing one on, a very auspicious day as well. So the frontliners makes really important right there. So as you have mentioned, Yujong plays the right role right here into the mid lane. And again, there are specific rules for this tournament. Only mid lane is allowed. And these teams do have another rule that the hero that they pick right here in this match will not be allowed into the next match. That means the opponents cannot pick the Kimi and the Minotaur. They cannot pick the same picks that we are looking here. So that's going to be a interesting rule. So a plethora of heroes that we will be looking today. And here we go. The heroes, the selection really looks good, don't you think so, Asya?
Well, definitely, but there is one issue, PG. It's like Minotaur, of course, he has the city, but in the early game, he's really squishy. No, it doesn't really matter because he really needs the flask, at least mid to late game before he actually starts shining. But then, right now, I would say this combo coming in from the Petrify Yuzhong as well as first coming in from the Lunox right from level 2, it might burn them. I would say it might decimate this comp which they're looking for.
That's true, that's true. And on top of that, it's a very fast paced game. It's just 10 minutes into the game. The teams have to pick off the first turret. That means it will be guaranteeing them a victory. So let's see what is going to be into the land of turn. Here we go, 2v2 tournament. And also, don't forget, guys, there is giveaway every single day onto the stream. So do like, do comment what team are you looking forward for, or who's gonna get the MVP as well. And you will be entered in for the giveaways. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Do join the Discord as well for more updates because this is not the only tournament that's going to be happening. Let's see who gets the first kill.
Yep, definitely. And it's like you can already see Kimmy already being a menace right from level 1. She can literally melt down. But then again, it is a Yuzhong. He does have this passive. Although he did get a bit of a nerf out there because his healing isn't the same in the early to mid game. Yeah, the early might be dominated by the Kimmy, but really doesn't matter because the real game starts from level 4. At the same time, the first blood really matters because if both the teams has the same amount of turrets, first blood will be the team winning.
That's true. I am kind of little bit worried about on the side of team, the blue side, given the fact that, if they lose their damage dealer, it's going to be a bit hard for the Minotaur to clear those lanes, and it gets easy for, maybe Lunox or even the Yuzhong who's still alive to take down the turrets as quickly as possible. So, yep. And what's crazy? It's a boy and a girl pair up. So, the verifications has been done, and these are just going to go crazy. Look at that. Minion, lane clear. We do have the red side who is having that, upper hand right now.
Yep. Kimi has a really fast clear. She might even be able to just take up all those creeps, level up even faster, get more gold, and just maybe just pick off someone. Maybe a Yuzhong, but then again, Yuzhong has the ultimate where he can just fly away. Goes for the Lunox. she has the light ult. So I would say they have a guarantee second life if they ever get ganged up onto. Meanwhile, if Kimmy gets caught up in that petrify, even though she does have to purify, it will be baited. Then she might be getting melted down pretty easily. And saying that, the Lunox, usually you see Lunox with a flicker, but this one, like Telestia, she has a purify. That's because of the Minotaur, but then again, that makes her vulnerable to the Kimmy's attack. And also, the classic dark ult, as well as that flicker combo, which just kind of petrifies the frontliner. But okay, we do see some skirmishes happening. Nothing much will be happening. And again, PG, the entire game's duration is just 10 minutes.
Definitely. And we are already down to 3. 7 is just left. And you know what's crazy? The jungle is allowed, the member. The members, and especially to the blue side, they have been playing quite aggressive, which I really like, and they are just waiting on it. They are trying to capitalize what they have onto their hands, playing it a bit slow. And what happens if the turrets are equal, the kills are equal, is this going to be decided after 10 minutes who has the first kill or who has the first turret, and that will be counted. And that given that the turrets are equal, so let's see. As usual, the jungle's allowed, so both the sides are really taking that into the account. But blue side though, actually farming up very quickly because they know Kimmy do depend on to the items that she needs.
Definitely. And with this, thinking that, Kimmy is actually playing smart over there. Like, he's making sure to keep up her passive as much as possible. She just keeps hitting whatever is near her. And yep, at the same time, I would say both teams are really playing it safe. I'm wondering when will the first exchange be, but then again, with a Kimi, you really cannot be that aggressive. She really needs for the Mino to initiate. Same time, even Lunox is waiting for some combo by the Yuzhong so that she can just follow up. But nothing much is happening. Kimi just looking for the jungle clear. Maybe just take up as many creeps minions as possible because she has a fast jungle clearing. That might just add up that would give them some good, front when it comes to the 2v2.
That's true. That's true. Again, I really love side has immunity onto them. Even if Minotaur jumps and they get their timings right, it's going to be crazy that they can actually immune themselves. So look at that. A bit aggressive play from the Yuzhong, looking quite good, but they are not committing. Okay, they did commit. They did commit. Revitalize already out, and it's just no first blood yet. Both the teams are playing it safe. It's 5 minutes down, half match already done, and you guys know it's a best of 3 series. So even if the teams are losing this match, either of the teams, they will be have to capitalizing the second and the third as much as possible. But wait a minute, Minotaur not onto the aid. Look at them. Minotaur goes in, the immunity that I was talking about of the first blood. There you go. But onto the same side, I do not see Lunox though. Light form already down. Lunox was a bit far from the team fight, so that does make sense that Yuzhong did not get a bit of support right there.
I would say that was quite an aggression coming from the Yuzhong because he knew that the Lunox does not have a flicker, and she was distance where she could follow up the combo which Yuzhong was giving, right? So maybe they could have waited. I would say this is a heavy loss for them because the first blood was not necessary in this tournament, but at the same time they have already lost one turret. Now they really need to exchange it for at least 2 turrets or maybe 2 kills.
Okay, once again going in for the Kimi Super E, looking quite low, will be taken down. The turret is down onto the side of team, the red side. That means, the blue side is just one step closer to the victory, unless there's some, a bit of a tables getting turned while they also take down one turret. As of now, blue side aggressively playing it out. I wasn't expecting this team composition to work, but, playing it safe, they are actually making it play, work. And on top of that, Super Yui is not, the Yuzhong is not able to jump in, catch up Kimi as much as possible. So that's definitely a bummer. So let's wait and watch. It's just the first match.
Well, yeah, definitely, since she is on the Purify after all, Yuzhong cannot give that complete Petrify combo. At the same time, the healing also comes up, so passive which kicks in from the Yuzhong isn't even much reliable in getting those kills because just she just gets all healed up. And of course, it is a level 7 amino with the flask already, so the heal and the shield is already up for him. So I would say, as much as I would say, since the snowball is already in the hands of the Kimi and Mino duo, I don't think so. There is much of an option for a comeback from the side of the red team at this point. Maybe, maybe until and unless some mistake gets committed from the side of the Kimi or the Minotaur. But 10 minutes are almost going to be over, so maybe, you know, even if they sit around and play safe for now, the first match is already guaranteed into their favor.
Oh, agreed, agreed. They still have few minutes left. The tables could be turned, so I am kind of hoping that to see some kind of epic, comeback, some outplays as well. They do have the potential right here. Members playing it slow. They know they have to capitalize. Especially onto the red side because they need to capitalize those jungle, which is allowed once again. So curious to know what are they looking for. Kimi buff on buff, not stopping. Now that this is definitely interesting though, given the fact that Kimi is on a level 11 and the other team still struggling to get to close to the 10th level, so this is going to be interesting. The part of the I do believe that the roam here worked very well, giving all the farm to Kimmy, who is the major damage dealer. So that is working so well for them. Oh, oh. Once again, Celestia will be taken down. That's the first death for her, but Super is still sustaining into the team fights, making sure to make use of his passive. But empathy, so much damage, and is this another turret falling down?
Well, definitely it is. Here it is. Just give me so much farmed up already with the four equipments already into the hands. But yeah, all 10 minutes out there, and the first game will be taken away by King and the Minotaur. So, what's the funniest thing here, PG? It's like we hardly saw even one ultimate coming in from the Minotaur. All he just
Yes.
did was, use it towards the end, but he was just helping Kimi to heal up with the revitalizer. So that second skill, that's where this Kimi Minotaur just worked up like those old days where Kimi and Hylos was a thing.
Yes, that's true. And on top of that, I do remember, and as usual, this is a 2v2 tournament, not a normal tournament that that there's going to be 5 members, for 3 lanes open up. And, I think this match will be having, the other teams will be having a bit of a mindset that if they go in for this kind of a composition, they still have a chance. I think this match is going to be, some kind of a placeholder, some kind of a, a practice match, for them, so they could learn and see what they can do into their own matches.
Well, yeah, definitely. And with this, we will be going for the second match because this is the best of three. Just like you said, they must be just testing the waters. Let's just see what happens in the next game. Will it be a clean sweep or will we be seeing some comeback from the other team?
Oh, come back. This is all about Valentine's Duo tournament, though. I do want to see if we get a comeback, but I think we are going in for a short break, so we'll be right back. Oh, okay, okay, let's go. Looks like members are waiting it out. We will be not going in for a short break, of course. So let's wait and watch what we do have in our hands. Now, again, the teams are gathering it up. First team, we did get the Kimi and the Minotaur duo winning it up. And right here, I just feel like they will be going to place something on the similar note because if they are winning, why not go in for more?
Although PG, I would, hypothetically, if you were the one in this tournament, what do you think could be the picks there which could guarantee you a win? What do you think?
Oh, okay. So, a little off script, our streamer does have his own opinion as well, and he mentions Carmilla and Sicilian, one of his favorite heroes. So, I do believe that works very well. But again, Sicilian, very late game, so that might not be possible, in my opinion, though. Other than that, I'm pretty sure our streamer could pull that off. I would love to see if if we have time. So, we can play a 2v2 among the streamer 1v2 against our streamer. But other than that, let's dive into the match. Oh wait, okay, before that, let me, I do feel like Balmond and a mage, something like a Kadeta,
Nana.
can work very well. Oh
Nana.
yeah. Yes, that's also a very good hero. Come on, if you aim that Molina, but at the very right moment, you guarantee a kill right there.
I know, right? But for now, we will not be seeing Kimi, Minotaur, Yuzhong, as well as Lunox. All the four picks, if you do see, especially except the Minu, the three picks are really early game centric, right? They have a very dominant early game. So this time we wouldn't be seeing picks which can dominate that much. So yeah, right now, Mia being picked up from the side of Moon Echoes. And yeah, again, another MM who really needs some farm, right? She needs that Berserker plus the Horse Claw before she can start to dominate. Let's see if they're able to do something in this match. And this time we might see a Franco and Clint. And this is what I was talking about. Of a marksman who has a very strong early. And as for now, Clint is one of those MMs who has no counter in the lane, very strong early.
Oh, the team masterminds, they really are going in for, the tank and a marksman duo. They are trying to, match that energy. They're trying to make sure that the members of to the side of Team Moon Echoes are also having that kind of an upper hand as well. So this is definitely giving interesting. So let's see what is it going to be. On another note, though, I do want to see a team picking up an Estes. I do want to see how it plays out in the match.
Might work, but then again, Estes again, although his first skill does boost some defense, but then really squishy again, right? And as we can already see, one tank and one early strong comp, especially I would say that Clint might work really well for them over here. And
Oh,
at this,
okay.
okay,
This is definitely an interesting team composition we have in our hands. And on top of that, both of the sides, they have like a 50-50 chance. So I am curious to know the hooks is going to be something. Almost missed there, Mr. Zin, almost there. Could have been, made sure the Telestar goes back to the base, get some HP back, leaving Super Yui vulnerable. They could have gotten the chart if that was a hook guaranteed, but no, that wasn't the case. This time, Mr. Zin did not buy a roam. Am I right?
yeah, okay, I think he did. He has.
Okay,
He
okay.
hasn't. I really
I
can't say,
don't.
but right now, just look at dominance. This is what I was saying. Clint so strong in the early, just poking me up, poking the Hylos. He can even melt down the Hylos at this point. And
Oh.
he does have the revitalize, but then again, I wonder why is he making a magic defense item?
Oh, I know, right? I mean, come on, Franco doesn't do any, magic damage there. Maybe it's just the default build that they went in for. So that might be the case right here. But both the members coming up very quickly right here. But still, Team Masterminds do have that advantage, They are still having a bit of a HP advantage onto their hands. Super making sure to get the crowd control advantage as well. But, oh, okay. Oh, there goes the hook, the first hook right there. Revitalize will be first. And there you go. Super
Oh,
dealing a bit of damage. Inspire used up as well. Empathy has to go back. Not a first blood.
that was a really close call for Apathy. Okay, he had to force out that flicker, but at the same time, it was the same for Telestia too, right? Then again, I think she should go for the elegant gem because it just gives you some edge, right? The enemy will be thinking that Hylos is gonna get taken down, but then again, the HP just boosts up. So yeah, right now
True.
they're doing pretty well, and maybe
That's
just
true.
play safe because the first blood really matters.
Agreed. Like it just leaves one member right here to be, saving the turret, taking down the minions, but 2v1 does gets difficult. So both the members capitalizing. But I do want to see Moon Neko capitalizing those minions as well, those creeps onto the jungle, since the jungle is allowed, but they are not going in for that is definitely a surprise. But other than that, one thing is the members. There's this one item though. I do remember. I have seen countless number of Chu versus Chu, Gushian versus Gushian. That 1v1. They do pick up one item. I'm not sure what that item name is. It's like a glowing bulb. It's an orange bulb. It gives a bit of a healing when you're alone.
Oh,
So
you mean the one that regens HP? It is on that
yes,
movement speed boost.
yes, yes. It's very small. It's just like, a barely a few hundreds. So if they do make it, I am pretty sure one of the teams right here in this tournament will make that. So I think they will be getting that advantage. But this game, I am not looking at that item. So let's wait and watch what will happen. No first blood, closing down to 4 minutes. And this time, they are going in for the creeps very early on.
You know, all Team Moon Neko can do right now is just sit and wait for that late game because we have farms towards that late, and she might even be able to delete Clint just by after using that ultimate. And you know what's the best part? If Franco ults the Mia, Hylos can just stun him
Oh,
away and save Mia, right? Depends
yes.
on which tank plays it better, I would say. Hands down to the execution because he's also slightly farming up. And okay, Franco just used up a flicker. That was a missing gauge coming up out there. But at the same time, once again, we do see the goal lead once again in the hands of Clint. Previous game it was the Kimmy. This time it is the Clint, since of course Clint's jungle might also be faster than a Mia. But then again, they will need to wait for that late game when Mia just spikes up.
Let's wait. I think they are trying to go in for those 9 and 10 minutes play. Telesia really taking so much damage. Oh, Clint or does get slowed down. There's Hook being missed as well. So they are playing safe. They know they can face so much damage from the Clint as well. So playing it safe, looking
Oh,
good. But I lost. Does get the suppression right here. But that's very futile though. They do have the revitalize. Mr. Zin looking quite low. Mia still going in, but out of the way. Celestia looking quite low. And there you go. First
this is
blood
it. This is
by
it.
Hitpati. And double kill though. That is another turret for them.
What can I say? The deal is almost completely sealed. They shouldn't have forced that. I would say even Clint, he could have just used one basic and Hylos would be dead already. But then he waited, used up the flicker and took the double kill. So yeah, this is why I would say this tournament might as well just go for early game picks like Clint, like Kimmy, and the red side. They really know this because in both the games we do see they quite sustainable, who has healing or some sort of crowd control, and then the other is a really strong early.
You Super Yuido solo will be taken down. And we got our winner very early on. Looks like the masterminds will be taking it away in a sweep.
Yeah, quite. What can I say? Very one-side domination coming, but then again, of course, it is a Clint. Maybe they could have gone in for something else, something which counters. Maybe a EXP who can crowd control the Clint. Maybe something like Sora could have worked for Mia. Then again, Mia has gone in for the first item being Horse Claw, but I would say, of course, the healing is needed. But then again, maybe going for some attack beat, maybe some attack boost, or maybe DHS could have given her more survivability.
Oh, that's right. They could have tried to go in for that. I love how, the red side really played in for the counters, not, trying to pick up something. The first match was definitely a bit of, both the sides were not able to anticipate what's gonna come next. But on to the second match, they really adapted very well to what we have onto their hands, what they had as the picks as well. So it really looks good. So here you go. Looks like the masterminds have won this round. Round number two will be proceeding towards the round number three. And let's see what we have for the next match.
But at the same time, one thing Like I noticed before, why Hylas has magic boots. Should have gone in for the physical
Oh,
defense boots, right? Yeah,
right.
the could have tanked up a bit more damage, but yeah, the elegant gem makes sense. But yeah, he could have gone in for the brute force, the short one, right? Because Clint hits hard.
Agreed. And I did want to see, something like a berserker coming up into the hands of Mia as well. That a bit of a damage boost would have been better than a Husk Law. So it's okay. It's just the first match. There's going to be a lot of tournaments coming up for teams as well. So let's wait and watch. As of now, I think Masterminds, though, a lot of teams will be trying to pick up something similar and trying to make a play like them. Hello, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. We are back again with another match, another best of three right here, trying to see which team gets forward towards the round number two. With that, we have Team Bingo versus Team Soulless Society. So, that's going to be another interesting match given the fact that we will be looking at something new as usual. There's going to be a lot of 2v2 combos that we are not still aware of. And, since this is also new for us, I am curious to know what these teams are trying to go in for. As of now, we got the Lancelot, but what could be the best thing along with the Lancelot? As I do remember playing such tournaments long before, so there's this kind of a combo, the Mincitar combo. You jump in with your ultimate, you try to make your fleeting as quickly as possible, and be that hero that disrupts them. So here I think Zushin also works very well, but Valentine team looks like we got the first team who matched it.
Crazy. I know, right? The Lance
Yeah.
and the Odette. Yeah, the classic couple combo true to the tournament. But then again, just, watching how meta the other side is right now, the glue really, really, really strong in the early. You can spam that skill one. Same goes for the Mortis. He is a beast in the early game. I mean, at least I would say the Lancelot would be pretty okay because he has the second skill for the immune, right? But then again, Odette might be the sacrificial pawn here because her ultimate will just be cancelled by glue as well as Mortis itself.
Oh, then they have to. Oh, we got a couple as well. Let's go. I think this is the first, interesting match we will be. I think we will be looking at the synergy between both of them. So let's wait and watch. Here you go. Okay. They are showing off a bit. Look at this. So cute. And even the skin looks cute as well. So if you guys are interested, the event for this, skin is up. Do recharge. Do make sure you get the skin. Look at that. It's so cute.
Yeah, it definitely is cute, but the skill effects. And anyway, right now, all we can say that the lane clear coming from Odette will be quite fast. Of course, same goes for Lance. Pretty strong lane jungle clear. Say,
True.
they just need to mind the first blood out there. And I would say that Odette especially needs to be really careful. She really needs to just sit inside and wait for the other team to commit some mistake because both of them are really squishy and really vulnerable because they are facing up two beasts of the early game.
Oh, I think this is the first match we got retribution from both the sides as well. One of the one members is constantly on to the middle lane. They are, as you spoke about Odette's lane clear very quickly. She did get it, but at the same time, talking about the range, Odette has it even, along with the Lancelot. So the other side really has to time their skills. They have to time their ultimate as well. So they do have like a 50-50 chance. Same goes for them as well. If they do bait out the others, the opponent's skill is going to be a bit of easy, but if they don't, it's going to be a bit of a problem. But I'm curious to know if Aruki will be going for the Sky Piercer as a first item.
I mean, she really, I don't know if she needs this guy, but she definitely needs the winter, I would say. Winter crown so that her ult is not just disrupted by
Ooh.
the Mortis as well as the glue itself because he can just climb onto her when she ults. A pretty easy target, right? So I would say one important necessity for the Odette would be that because look at it, already getting poked by the glue and you really do not want him to climb onto you or you're just dead.
Ooh, as of now, both the junglers they know what bushes are there, and there's going to be a bit of a push and pull for that. Which team will be getting that purple buff? Let's wait and watch. Aroki jumps in as well. Lee get away along with Glue, who's trying to serve as the front line. 1000 HP left, and looks like Levi Salmon Boy will be taking that purple buff. That's looking quite interesting. Stealing up the buffs. Making sure the Lancelot won't be having that farm onto his hands. So let's wait and watch level 4. Here we go. Which team will be getting the first blood?
I wonder what Lancelot was saving that retribution for because both of them had the retribution, yet only Mortis used that up. And I would say if it would have been red, it's still okay, but blue Lance really needs that blue in the early, especially if he's not, if he's the jungler and he's not in the sites where he can easily make those magic necklaces, mana necklaces. Okay, or they're trying to do something.
Waiting it for it, but Arui, the glue jumps in. Here you go. She's trying to survive, but your first blood into the hands of Levi. That's definitely a bummer right here. But Yukio, though, that immobilization, I think that is definitely a problem. Glue works, is another good contender in a 2v2 situation.
Yeah, definitely he is broken, as I said, right from level 1, he's broken. But say both of them are early game based, both of them are broken, especially Odette will be facing a lot of issues. But yet, they just picked that skin, they just picked that couple to show us the skin, right? To show us the theme of this tournament. Yeah, hats off to them. And at the same time, I would say Odette, that kind of, she had the right things in mind. I mean, very good intentions, but then the way she came from, that was kind of not thought of so well because she got caught up, got sandwiched between two people out there. Maybe she should have come from the backside, then she would have been a bit more safer. But yeah, then again, like I said, buy the Winter Crown as soon as possible and then just play it safe.
I think the Winter Crown is really important for them, but looks like Haruki is going in for the glowing wand. She wants to stop that anti-heal that's coming in from Yukio and in a bit of Salmon Bai as well. But Lancelot though, okay, that is definitely a big brain move, and with that he did not get that once again.
That was really sad, but I don't think so he'll be able to survive
Oh,
this. He has the second skill to immune, but then of course, once again, the sacrificial goat. He'll be just sacrificed. Odette is left all alone. She's missing Lancelot. Come back as soon as possible.
Oh, definitely. They are, leveling up very quickly. Okay, a little bit of a dance from Odette as well. But lane clearance wise, I think Odette does have it quickly. But oh, wait a minute. Levi, though, waiting for an opening, not getting it. But, I love how, onto the red side, I believe that's Soul Society. They are very keen on, camping. They are very keen on, stealing those buffs from Lancelot as well. But wait a minute, not Yukio. He's getting interrupted quite a lot once again. There you go. Lancelot will be taken or dead. Will she be next? But no, Yukio takes up quite a bit of a turret damage. One boy fears to jump in. Doesn't have the ultimate. Oh, he does have the ultimate though. But I'm not sure why he's not going in for that.
Maybe doesn't really want to risk it because this is easy push right now, right? Just look at that. The first tier already gone. Jungle is quite open, and with the pace, how the Levi as well as the glue, they were just interrupting the buff, invading the jungle. It's more of a front line for more of an option for them because the entire jungle is open. Now he can steal as much as he wants. There is no turret hindering them. Yeah, like we said before, I would say the Lancelot and the Odette combo, trying the skins at this point because, of course, how can you even compete against such strong meta picks with these two picks?
I agree. I agree right there. It was looking quite good. But as of now, looks like, the other side is really having that big advantage. And, I feel like this kind of plays, very well into the hands of Martes as well. Again, he does have the speed, he does have the damage. And being a fighter, he does have the HP as well. So he's like an all-in-one combo. I do believe rather than mages who are like the burst mages, have that upper hand rather than going for something casual from casual to a bit 100% damage such as the Odette right here. We did see Lunox as well. You will do in damages and 60% 40%. Oh, okay, a bit of love is there. It's not dead yet, Asaya, in between these couples.
Yeah, definitely love is in the air. The skin is there. The classic couple is there. And with this 10-minute mark is nearing up, and yeah, we can already see that who will be the ultimate victor. But then again, still, answering you, if someone really has to pick up some mage, maybe going for Kadita because she's strong. Steve, poke, continuous poke, and the shield, and the way she can just play away with the movement speed. I think even she works out. Of course, Lunox also works, but then again, that is highly dependent. If it is way too tanky, I would say something like a god, because I would say god, his ultimate just melts, literally decimates tanks too. He's underrated, but yeah, he is pretty annoying with that continuous stance with his first skill. So I would
And
say, Valine would
In
also work. Pretty strong.
True. And God does have the distance as well, the range as well to, deal damage. He doesn't have to constantly poke. His only, action is to just to poke, but okay. A bit of an action. Crazy. Lancelot does not have any damage as of now. I think they are giving up as of now. Like they are trying to make sure the if the first game is gone, they could try to go get to the second game as well. But let's see. Let's wait and watch. Closing down to 10 very quickly. Uh, it's a bit hard though. I do feel like it's going to be a bit hard for taking down the turret under a minute.
I don't think so it is possible, but as long as they're enjoying, what else matters, right? Because at the end
Yeah.
of the day, it's a game. What matters is real life. They are winners in real life, PG.
Agreed, agreed. They have each other, so yep. Who knows they're sitting, side by side and are actually playing, but okay, glue though. Okay, that's a very quick, dashes right here, but Yukio will be out of the way. 20 seconds left. They know they cannot get this game. Still trying to deal so much damage as much as possible.
Yeah. Only 50, okay, 30 seconds left. Will be 10 minutes. We already have the victors, but Marta is going in for the Odette. Lancelot, save your Odette. Ah, okay.
Oh,
He does
oh.
take the revenge though.
Yes, he did. He did. Look at that. Oh, okay, okay. A bit of a damage right here, but that's game over. Looks like the team Red has won their first match. And Asiya, I just feel like fighters work very well right here in 2v2.
Yeah, I would say anything works which has a strong early, right? As we could see in the previous game, Tank, as well as Clint, as well as Kimmy, two really strong early were also working. I would say even Zushin works because she's also very strong in the early. Just pair her up with a really good fighter who can clean, just like a Mortis and a Zushin. That might even work too, right?
Oh, that's true. That's true. And I would suggest something. I do remember playing or seeing heroes such as the Ruby, the Minsita, the Chow as well. Chow, a bit of a tanky build. Not your usual assassin build. So that works very well as well. So maybe or maybe not. We may be looking at those kind of heroes, but here though, I really love this match. This was definitely a very good match that we have seen today.
Well, yeah, definitely. And since it is best of three, let's see if our Lance, that couple, if they can get a comeback for the second match, or will it be a clean sweep once again from the other side, from UQ? And since we won't be seeing these four picks which have already been taken away, what do you think would they go for?
True. I do want to see Freya though. I'm not sure how the revamped Freya works, but I do remember the old Freya worked very well in this 2v2 situation. And it looks like the gods have been hearing and give streamers favorite hero right here.
Okay, Carmilla and Sicilian.
They might go in for that kind of, a couple as well. They have that option.
I think they're just here for the couple goals, PG.
Highly possible, highly possible. The sides have switched, so this is, Yukio picking it up. So I am curious to know if the Sicilian will be picked or not. But if the Sicilian doesn't get picked, I feel like Sicilian has a lot to say.
Yep, Sicilian has a lot to say, but okay, Lucas, I would say anything paired up with Carmela, if the ultimate is there, it just works well. But right now, because Julian has the immunity, right? Same goes for Sora when he casts his ultimate, he's immune. So if they time it right, I would say they'll be able to survive or maybe just move away immune the ultimate, which will be coming from Carmela. But if they are just but like I would say they even have flickers and a lot of dashes, so they will be able to move aside pretty fast. I would this export combo wouldn't work well here because they can just flee away or they can just immune.
Agreed, agreed. Look at them. We did get a picks. That's definitely another interesting one from both the sides. And curious to know what we have onto their hands though. Exborg though, and onto the jungle. So he might be getting his itemizations quite early. But Julian, being that early game hero, he doesn't even need to go level 4. So that amount of, what do you call that, the aggression might be there, and it could easily take down the Firaga armor. So if that's the situation that we are looking here today, this is going to be an definitely a interesting match. But let's wait and watch. This time around, Aruki goes in for the jungle.
Okay, once again, we are seeing something interesting from the side. Time Julian, I would say he is pretty fast when it comes to clearing the jungle. And Eggsborg, just like you said, pretty squishy in the early. The Firaga armor is very easy to be taken down. And he really needs that immortality, maybe that Sky Piercer, because he's definitely on the tank build, right?
That's true. That's true. So let's wait and watch. Oh, this is the item I was talking about that Yukio has picked up. That gives like a plus
Healing
for
necklace.
reach. Yes, healing necklace. Yes, that's the item. That works very well, in this kind of a situation. I have seen countless number of chows picking it up, in a 1v1 situation and having that advantage. So I feel like Carmilla does have that advantage right now, but not a good advantage because I was thinking that Julian might go in for the mid lane the Sora, but okay, Sora for the roam, and the vision is definitely there.
I would say Sora Roam works really well. He's really flexible because like, he has two ultimates, right? He can just go boost up his HP or he can go boost up his damage. But right now he is in a precarious position, gets petrified. Might be the there because Eggsborg is trying to do something, and this is what I was saying. He has the flicker, he has the second skill. First blood, Yukio gets taken down while Eggsborg was, would say, distracted.
Oh, definitely. Look at that. Look at that. They did, turn the tables around. They know they have to get the game, so they did make sure to get it onto their hands as of now with the first blood. But it kind of depends, after the gold shield falls down as well. I do want to see how much that they can, or I want to see which is that first team to have the turret onto their hands.
That will be really the thing to see. But right now, Julian taking the turtle, and there's no one to stop him. There is no vision either. But in return, we do see the buff getting taken away by the X-Borg out there. But okay,
Okay, Yukio is still looking quite low. That's so rough for you. So much damage. This is what I was talking about. Firaga armor already melted down. Yeah, Explore. It's kind of like for the late game though. And there needs a bit of more members into the team fight to get his damage up.
I think Carmela has made those boots which give you speed for roaming. And but yeah, just look at her. I think she should have gone in for the tough boots for the physical defense. Then what can I say? Because this 2v2, you're mostly confined to the mid lane. You really do not need the speed from boots, right?
Oh, that's true. That's true. Like, the bit were better for movement speed from her second skill as well, the Crimson Flower. So that would have worked very well. But they are playing it safe. Looks like they don't want to, make sure they are clearing it quickly as possible. Like, we do see a bit of a freeze situation from both the sides. Oh, okay. Looks like we get members.
Oh,
Oh, they did get connected, but that's a bummer. They get very far away.
well, this is what I was saying. Even if she lands the ultimate for the X-Borg, it will be hard because a lot of dashes, a lot of mobility in the hands of the red team out there. And we can already see two kills already secured by them. So if if the blue team does not exchange it, trade it off with more kills or maybe a turret, or they might even just end up losing this match. And again, let's just see what happens. Then, like we said, X4 really needs the mid to late game before he gets strong. So this isn't working out well for them right now, the draft.
Oh, let's wait. Let's wait. Still not near that 5 minute mark, so there's going to be a bit of push and pull right here for the minions. We do see them trying to freeze it up. They are not the ones who's clearing as quickly as possible. While onto the other sides, they are capitalizing on kills as much as possible. They know if they target Carmilla. Look at that, Carmilla already up. And they did get the connection right there. But as usual, they are very far away. I mean, they are very aware that they should be far away.
What's more interesting, I would say, is somehow Carmilla still ends up connecting two. Because in my rank matches, people can't even connect one person or two together, but they are. When the enemy is aware, she's still able to give those proper ultimates. Yeah, hats off on that. Yeah, right now, um, a Freya as well as Angela combo, I would say that would be broken because in this sort of situation, I would say a hero who can commit for a long time, like Freya, really work out.
Oh yeah, the Angela. I did forget about the Angela though. Like, come on, she did get a buff that her ultimate, is longer than the usual seconds we got. So even if the fight prolongs a lot, they still have that Angela's ult, that little bit of a buff from her ult as well. So maybe or maybe not. The next match we might be able to. But 6 minutes in, that means 4 minutes left for the team onto the blue side to take down the turret at least, or make sure to take down 3 turrets very quickly. But that's not going in and possible because Sora very keen on taking down Yukio as much as possible. And there you go, Firaga armor down. There's no ultimate. Salmon boy going back and back, has to recharge his Firaga armor though.
Mm. This is what it's like if export commits to something, the Sora, because he knows he has so much damage, he can just melt down Carmilla at this point, or even the Julian. They distract the export, they just take down the Carmilla. So I would say pretty good strategy coming up over there. Somehow they can't even stay apart, they can't even stay together because both of them will be really, really hard for them. But oh,
A missed combo though. The skill that get missed. So he's still alive though. I do believe Sora's one biggest enemy would be the turret.
well, he is playing quite aggressive. I would say the Sora who really knows how to give those combos, especially when it is Carmel. I think she should have gone in for brute force and anti-cuirass first because the Sora is literally locking her down. I don't think so why she needed to make that entire Guardian helmet. Uh, she would have sustained more without that, right? And maybe go for the magic defense too, but at the same time I would say it's the more troublesome thing here for the Carmilla is the Sora because he just keeps marking her down. Yeah, 7.5 minutes already into the game. We can already see some skirmish happening down. The Firag armor already gets taken down. There might be some follow-up coming in from Sora, but does not just go on and fully commit because they already know if they just keep it long enough for 10 minutes, like only 3 to 4 minutes to go, and they already have the victory into the hands. They already have one game into the hands. It will be like completely taking this best of 3 away. So yeah, right now nothing much to do if they do not commit. Maybe we might see some engagements coming from Carmilla and Exborg again, but then the same thing happens. Firaga armor melts down, or the other team they just go far apart because they have a lot of mobility. They to just you know disengage.
That's true. That's true. Look at that. I think the Carmilla getting targeted is gone, given the fact that Fraga armor is quite easily being taken down as of now. So look at that. Ruki trying to go in for the Firaga armor once again. Has to back off because the stacks are growing right there. They are waiting it up for Sora's cooldown to be up. They are playing it safe, and they know if they play it quite safe like this, they do have it. Okay. Looks like the ultimate won't be put to use, but lasting insanity, then this means the red side can go in for one more kill, and they did get it. 9 minutes in, I think we get a winner right here.
Oh, I think it will be a third match because the first it was Yukio who won, and this time it is our Lance and Odette couple who are performing really well. Yeah,
Yes.
it's a comeback coming from them. And if they're able to take that first tower, but it's only like, okay, it's taken away. Yep, complete
Oh.
victory, complete domination in this game from their side.
Yep, there you go. First team to get to the match number 3, Bingo versus Team Soul Society. This combination is definitely interesting though. Wasn't expecting Sora to work so well. Like again, Sora onto the damage build, a bit of a, Vorax action. And they played, position wise, they played very, very well. Talking about the blue team.
It worked out pretty well for them, but we will be going in for a short break for now. Let's see what happens.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and here we are back again for the second series, which has led to the third match right here. Looks like it's going to be Team Bingo versus Team Soul Society. Both of them really played very well, and states that you cannot pick those heroes that you have picked into the match number 1, match number 2. So it's going to be another new sets. And what's interesting that these teams have to come up with the new strategies, new combinations of heroes every single time. That doesn't mean that they play one match and it's over. If they qualify, they qualify. If they don't, they don't. That's not the case. So I am curious to know what we have as of now. There's a bit of a lot of mobility heroes that we still have onto their hands. As Zinch and Aruki did pick up a bit of a Lancelot and a Odette combo into the match number 1. There could be a bit of a counter called Mincetar as well. Works very well in this match as well. I wanted to see the Mincetar combo, but I don't feel like that's coming around as of now, given the fact that Sylvana and the Hilda is here. Sylvana going in for that jungle, looking quite good though, but at the same time, Sylvana jungle. That's definitely a concern. I have not seen a Sylvana in a long time.
The hunt begins.
So let's wait and watch what we have. But along with the Sylvana, we do have a Ruby. Now, Ruby is definitely going to be a good, crowd control master right there. Oh, my bad, mistress right there, given the fact that she has to cancel out Franco's ultimate or even the hooks, giving that a bit of a time for Joy to move around for a safer side. So if that's going to be happen or not, we will be knowing. And as you guys know, very crucial match for both the sides. If they win, they will proceeding towards the round number 3. If they don't, elimination sits on their heads. So let's wait and watch what we have. Other than that, you guys can actually comment which team has the upper hand. You guys have been playing, MOBA 5v5 a lot, so I'm pretty sure you predictions matters as well. So, and don't forget the giveaways as well. Do like the stream, do comment, so you will be entered in for the giveaways. There's going to be weekly passes, starlights, and daily happening. There's going to be stream every single day for the Valentine's duo tournament. With that, match number 3, Soul Society versus Team Bingo. What do we have in our hands? First Blood, again, as Asya mentioned, will be a lot. What do you call that? It works, just much needed from both the sides, that which team picks up the First Blood. So that's going to be a match to see the first blood to see who's gonna take it. In my opinion, I feel like Joy does have the upper hand right after level 4, trying to take down Sylvana. But again, Sylvana being a fighter, the HP is what I am curious about. If they're able to deal so much damage, that's going to look well. And as you know, Vorax, and then the defense item onto the hands of the Ruby, that's going to work so well. But as of now, the creeps are already clearing out. They are, almost down. So let's wait and watch which team initiates the first. And this time, team onto the blue side, if they do initiate, they might get punished, so they are waiting it out. Salmon Boy almost getting to level 4, while Aruki did not get level 4 yet, so that's definitely a concern. So let's wait and watch. Joy, is it going to be the Joy, or is it going to be the Sylvana who takes the first Ballard? There's a lot that could happen. Joy needs that ultimate. Oh, there you go. Look at that. We did get that ultimate. And Ruby, quite a good amount of damage. And that crowd control that we were waiting for did get that. Oh, first blood. While Yukio looking quite low though, and Joy trying to go in for more, but the turrets are really not letting him. So as of now, we playing it slow. Let's see though. At the same time, I think the first blow that I was talking about, and even Asya was talking about, was important. And onto the side of blue, they have onto their hands. So let's see how they will be transcending that towards the victory, or is it going to be onto the red side who had that a bit of an advantage right there. So definitely match, but maybe some more fighters. I think by now teams are realizing that the fighter is really important. Maybe a fighter assassin, or maybe a marksman as well. Marksman, but again, it's like a 50-50, or maybe a 10-90 gamble that you're talking about. Marksman needs items, and if you pick something like an early game marksman such as Roddy or even the Clint, might work into their favor. So as of now, you guys know that 2v2 does not allow you to go towards the late game. As you know, the matches are only 10 minutes in. We do have special rules here, because it needs to be very fair that the teams, we are getting a winner. As you know, the lanes are not open, and the gold is going towards into the hands of blue as of now. Salman Boy though. Okay, he jumps in, he does get the damage, and that's the pull from Aruki getting that another blood onto the hands. Yukio though unable to stop that massacre. Looks quite low. Aruki picks up a double. That's the, good combination. More than the combination, the synergy is really, really speaking a lot. So I'm really loving how the members are going in for that. But at the same time, here you go. I think taking the first blood, a bit of a kill left and right. Aruki gets another MVP though. I have a feeling that that would happen given the fact that we are halfway around the match. It's 5 minutes in, and on top of that, Yukio still has to go in for a bit of a deal of his iron hook as well. So iron hook not much connecting. They're not able to camp. They're not able to get what they are aiming for. But maybe towards the 7 or the 8 minute, that could be possible. Only time can tell. Only time can tell if they can get a good comeback. But on to the other note, gold. Gold really matters. And as usual, I mentioned that we will be looking for that. Oh, wait a minute. Did I see a flask of oasis? I think so, yes. Oh, they. Okay, Yukio doesn't have revitalize. Why did he go for poised. That is definitely a bit of a concern right here. So let's see if Yukio does change the setup or not. But as of now, lanes will be freezed from both the sides. They know they are not taking it, but blue side playing it very, very safely. They know they have to play it safe because they have that advantage. They have the gold onto their hands. They have the kills as well. So, and they do have the lane clear as well. So, I think playing it that safe is working so well. But at the same time, no, let's. What do we see? Because Joy goes in. He does have his ultimate, and sad for Salman Bhai does not get his purple buff, but they are trying to aim for the turret. I think Ruby should be getting onto the lane quickly as possible. Did get on time. You know what's interesting, that the teams are losing their side lanes as well, and if they do touch their side lanes, it does call for a disqualify. So curious to know if they do accidentally, if that muscle memory kicks in or not. So let's wait and watch. But other than that, the creeps are getting cleared, the mid lane also getting cleared. Well, I feel like Aruki under the turret has a bit of a, what do you call that? A bit of a protection as well, so that's looking quite good. And oh, wait a minute, did you guys notice that Arohi is really saving up the minions for the Joy? And the Joy is trying to find that dashes from the minions. The Joy is trying to find that window of opportunity as well. So that is definitely looking quite good. I think this synergy works very well between Aruki and Zing. So I'm really loving it. But on to the other hand, Turret once again. I think will be the last turtle that we will be looking. Turrets are not being touched. Oh my god, Salman Bhai, nice clutch steal though. That is definitely a interesting comeback potential that we are looking in. If they could rush in trying to get an iron hook on Ruby and an ultimate on Ruby as well, I think they might get the tower. So let's wait and watch. Oh, wait a minute. Joy jumps in for Yukio this time. Yukio looking quite low, but here. Oh, before Yukio can pop his ultimate, he is dead. The next on the chopping block. Aruki, another double kill onto their hands, and I think we got a winner. And with that, this turret is definitely falling down. I think the patience is really winning, The patience really gave them the victory right here, along with those fighters that we are looking for forward. So I think into the, coming matches as well, fighters, there's going to be a lot, team members who will be picking up such team compositions. And you guys know, once you pick up a hero, you cannot pick it again. So that definitely makes it interesting that you cannot play that kind of a combination once again. So I am curious to know what we have. We did get the Lancelot and the combo not making to the list. So maybe some couple or even some team can actually make it work. Maybe or maybe not. But okay, I know. Yeah, that was a bit of a combination, but Zing does gets a kill right here. First kill, and that's a one kill each. And you guys know, 10 minutes have been almost there, just few seconds, And we got our winner. Looks like onto the team who are onto the blue will be moving forward for the round number 3. There you go, MVP for the Joy. I was expecting MVP for Aruki though, given the fact that she took a lot of double kills. Did take a lot of kills as well, but no kills onto the other sides. That's definitely a bummer though. The combination looked very well, theoretically the synergy was there. They were trying to get the iron hook, the ultimates on ultimates, but that really did not work out for them. So that's that. I think if some team, if they actually make up this kind of a combination and actually win it, I will be really impressed by that. So maybe or maybe not, we will be looking forward for that. But as of now, this was it for the match number, series number 2 that we have in our hands. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, let's go for a short break. We'll be right back with another series, another interesting match, and let's wait what heroes we will be getting. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Another match right here at the Valentine's 2026, 2v2 tournament hosted by MOBA HUB. Back again with the third match. We get Tangy Lemon versus Glory. And finally, we are looking at an Angela combination. Here we go. Asuya, are you excited? Can we get a guess what we will be looking with the Angela?
Maybe a Freya. Of course, we need something. Since Angela got the buff where her ultimate duration has been extended, so I would say heroes who can continuously be in that stage fight and give continuous damage. I would say Freya is one of the best contenders out there. Can work out pretty well, but then again, you know, Leomord Leomord is really, really strong right now. He is in the meta. Although the only nerf he received right now was that damage onto the creeps. And since this is a 2v2, it really does not matter. They already have a Tigreal, and that Leomord set can just completely change the game. Yeah, I would say Purify would have been better. And yes, Angela just goes for that Purify. It's Fredrin also. Again, I would say Fred and Angela is a strong comp, but Fred gets that, that really when he gets strong is towards the mid when he gets the first two items, I would say.
Oh, agreed. You're a bit of a slow start from the blue side we will be looking at, but onto the other side, we might be looking a bit of a, damage right from the level 4. Again, Leopard, a bit of a strong hero when he has his horse, when he doesn't, he has to go back. And lane clearance wise, I am kind of worried about to the red side, given the fact that Tigreal cannot, clear the lane as fast as Rinti can. And once more we are getting another couple. I'm kind of sad that we can't see the down heroes, the red side heroes, if they are a couple or not. But it looks like we are getting couples and couples right here in this tournament.
Yep, since this is a Valentine's duo tournament, right? It is made for couples, and since it has to be a girl and a boy, so yeah. Usually a girl and a boy playing a duo wouldn't be best friends, right? They will be a couple. Yeah.
Definitely.
With
So,
that, we are into the land of dawn. Let's see if we see something new out here because right now I would say it's Angela. Okay, she did get that room. Although since it's only one person, she will be getting to that level 4 as soon as possible. Let's just see what happens though. It's a pretty balanced comp from both the sides. Let's see who wins, the Ducati or our Angela.
no. Rome though, I did not want to see the Rome given the fact that you will be getting a bit of a less gold from the minions were early on. So that is definitely. But look at that. Looks like Tigreal will be getting level 2 very quickly. I think this is the difference that we are looking between that for that. But okay, at the same time, the team that has the most farm will be having a bit of an advantage, and I think as of now blue team does have that advantage, but at the same time it's all about the team fight though, which has not started yet.
Yep. Oh, not only about the team fights. It's no, of course, since the team who has the more gold wins it out. But then the other thing out here is like whichever team goes in for the engages first, somehow they are the ones who are losing. It's like who is the one who reacts is the one who is winning out those team fights rather than the one who goes and initiates.
Agreed. So let's see which team, the team fight potential does goes into the hands of team, Pumpkin Potato and A, like given that you are looking at Tigreal who loves to stop those members who loves to, oh, okay, oh, wait a minute, there was a bit of teasing right here coming in from Leo Mod, but middle lane at clearly going in for a very quick clearance. That's looking quite good, but no level 4 for both of these tanks, so I think they are waiting it on.
Yeah. But then again, I would say, even if Tigreal ults the Fredrin, it really does not matter, right? Because all Fredrin needs is the close range so that he can just taunt people away. Angela, she will be on or sitting on the Fredrin, so it does not matter to her. Plus, even if Tigreal manages to ult her, she has the Purify. So I would say that Tigreal is kind of, I would say, towards a bit of a backhand At the same time, the Leomord really needs to be careful because one taunt and he could lose his horse, which is the most important thing out there.
I agree. Look at that Horsey already coming in level for Angela. That means ult is on. There's no one to, get an ultimate on, but he's losing so much right there. But A though, very early. Okay, he this gets a bit of a taunt as well. He's looking right low. That's a bit okay. Look at the bush. Okay, looks like he will be spotted, but there's a bit of a chase. Concussive blast will be there from the Tigreal, flickering out, making sure he does not die. No first blood, and my goodness, though, that Angela is kind of working very well.
This is the power of Fedrin. The more damage, the more ultimate damage, the more HP he gets back. And I would say this is kind of unstoppable with Angela. That's how tanky Angela makes you. And like I said before, with an Angela, you need something which can be constantly in those team fights. I would say Freya, of course, a good contender, and I really forgot that Fredrin is also a really good contender out there for an alpha. And at the same time, Fredrin, one thing, okay.
Okay. Another Angela ult along with the flow. And that turret is going to be such a menace for this Fredrin, but Rinthi will be going down as well. Means going to be a easy turret, but before the turret, they have to tackle down the gold. So curious to know what do we have in our hand. Okay, looks like the gold shield almost taken down. I think they really recovered that gold that they were missing.
That was a major mistake coming from Fred right inside the turret. Even though, he knows that Tigreal is there into the enemy, yet he just goes ahead and gives the taunt right under the turret. And of course, even though you're kind of unkillable when it comes to outside the turret, but I would say inside the turret, that's a different story because you get a lot of true damage out there. So yeah, that close range which Fred really excels in is the very poison which took him down right there. Even took down Angela with him. So I would say do not make this mistake again. And we might be seeing, since the next turtle is going to come up pretty soon, we might be seeing another exchange near the turtle. But for now, it is 0 for 2, and the red team is actually winning it out.
Yeah, that's true. And on top of that, we are kind of looking at how the Leo mod, under the first initiation that we see, Leo mod lost his horse early on, given the fact that he was the one who initiated the first. So that really played a good part that he has almost was taken down. So I think if they do play it like that, they will be having a bit of an advantage. So let's see if they go in for that kind of a play once again or not. If the side onto the blue initiates first, there's a very good chance that they might be punished. But waiting it for the Angela's ult, waiting for the Leo mods, Horsey as well, they are playing it slow.
Well, yeah, the next turtle already up. We might see some exchange pretty soon. But one drawback out here. First, I was saying that Fredrin, since he has a lot of okay, he secures the turtle though. I would say he has a lot of tools into his hands because he has taunt, which continuous taunts buys him a lot of time. And it's like the more damage he does, the more damage his bonk from the ultimate gives, and the more HP he recovers. So I would say Fredrin does have that, much better potential. But at this point, I would say even if red teams, if they do not engage in any team fight, if they just play it safe under those turrets, they would be winning because they're already in the kill lead.
That's true. That's true. They did get the lead right there, so there's a bit of a chance that they might be getting the victory as well. As of now, closing down to 7 minutes. The time is ticking for the side of blue to take down one turret as quickly as possible. But will it be possible though? Given the fact that the teams have to focus on their goal, they have to focus on the minions, they have to focus on to their member each other as well. So I am curious to know how the next initiation will be going for.
It'll be really hard for them to take down the turret, considering that the same thing might happen. Tigreal will ult and drag the Fredrin away, and since Fredrin does not have Purify, right? He cannot be saved. I mean, okay, might be happening for skirmish, but no. Same time, the red team also knows that at this point, there's no point in forcing those team fights. They're already on the lead. Even playing safe will give them something out there.
I love that Fredrin is having the damage and that is forcing Leo mod, forcing A to go back as quickly. I think this is a very good moment for trying to take down that turret for them. But here you go. Rinti picks it up, but he's quite low though. The horse on the way.
Well, he does have the dash. Horse is on the way but cannot save. But with this, I would say they almost
Oh,
recovered the loss which they had. Problem with Fredden, he's so annoying with those dashes. Angela will just be ulting pretty soon. She really needs that fleeting time so that she can continuous
oh,
get that support. Oh my god, the damage from the bonk.
damn! The turret will be taken down. That's 2 for 2. That's really looking quite great for the side of blue.
Right under the turret, PG, right under the turret.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I think Fredden has to go back. Oh, look at his HP bar. That is just so much HP that we are talking about. Tigreal is just waiting it out. Tigreal just making sure that Leomord will be back, but his creep, his jungle, been taken down quite a lot. So that's going to be a bit of a problem. But onto that, look at that. Oh, what the second initiation was all about under the turret, but Angela jumping on to, Fredrin works out very well. The damage is transferring very well. Look at that. Tigreal down, the Leomord down as well. Type of side of Team Blue.
PG, in this game, I would say instead of the Tigreal, the Franco would have worked really well. Don't you think? He can just go in when the Angel Eye is on top of Fredrin, push him
Yes.
inside the turret, hook him, and just ult on him. Yeah, that would have been better, and Leomord could have just done his thing. But then again, since this is a Fredrin, he can just disrupt a lot of skills. Because if you see the ultimate, the Tigreal really did try to ult on him, but then the continuous taunts, as well as that second skill immobilization coming in from the Angela, disrupts the Leomord as well as that Tigreal, both of their team composition.
And it was a lot for the Tigreal as well. The Tigreal really made sure to give, that set as quickly as possible. But those taunts, and talking about that Franco as well, that could have been a good pick as well if they could have gotten the ultimate on Angela as well. Interrupting her. Ultimate, but at the same time, Angela was playing quite safe enough, so that was really good.
Yep, but at the same time, I have one question. Why does the Tigreal have Athena? I mean, I understand that there is an Angela, but then again, I would say the Fredrin was more of a problem out there, right? So he should have gone in for the the breastplate, as well as the anti-cuirass as soon as possible. At least he would have survived. The Angel, I would say, instead of the Athena Radiant works better.
Oh, well, I think, it's a bit of a auto build was, there as well. But wait a minute. We are getting the, Lancelot and the Odette combo once again. But, about the Franco. Yup, Franco is here.
Well, can I say Odette will be facing issues because you can just flicker ult on Odette and cancel that ultimate, right? So I would say once again, Odette, you really need that freeze the winter crown as soon as possible. And yeah, the skins look cute, but then the damage from Suyo is something you cannot really undermine. Especially he got buffed.
That's true. That's true. But look at that. Another, skill, limited skin right here. The Valentine skin played out by another beautiful couple. So I am curious to see if they do win this match or not. And if they do, it's going to be a clean sweep onto their hands. But if they towards the match number 3. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, let's move into the latter round very quickly because these, teams are not waiting. They are want to make sure to get their victory onto their hands as quickly as possible. And here we go.
Well, yeah. And then this time, once again, um, I would say the Franco as well as the Suyo comp is the one who has more odds into the favor because especially when Odette ults, she's a pretty clean, uh, what can I say, a pretty clean target for the hooks from Franco, right? Because she does not move, predictable. But yeah, the skin is pretty cute too. That's why we're getting the 3D zoom on it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Look at that. Let's hope, these teams. Oh, okay, okay. A bit of a hook not getting connected right there. Mid lane. I feel like, both the sides will be trying to play it very slow early game, possibly, trying to go for a bit of a engage right from the mid 5 minutes into the game. Maybe or maybe not, that's the case. But looks like, Pumpkin Potato Lime is very in a hurry because he's been just pulling up his hooks onto the air very, very quickly.
Well, yeah, he is trying to hook Natalia, but it does not matter. What really matters is that level 4. And I think he will be making that fleeting time as the first item because a Franco who is not getting the hooks right, especially because there is a Lancelot, really mobile, has the what can I say? He's kind of safe with the second skill and also the ultimate, right? Untargetable. So all we need is ultimate from him. Build that fleeting time as soon as possible. So you get that ult as soon as possible. And yeah, even he needs that winter crown, I would say. This is what I was saying. Even if you get that hook, Lancelot is a really, really to catch hero.
That's true. That's true. So let's see. Let's see. First blood. Not. I just like I have that feeling that the first blood we will be getting a bit late compared to the last match that we were looking at, or maybe a bit early first blood as well. So let's wait and watch. But at the same time, the teams are much more interested for the turtle, and will Suyu get it?
Oh,
Okay, okay, ultimate coming in. Looks like so you did not get the turtle, but they are looking quite low though. I feel like if they do go in for a bit of an engage despite not having their skills up, they might get a kill, but they are just waiting it on.
you know, Odette was already level 4 since she did not have the roam. And Franco was waiting for that level 4. So yeah, or so that was kind of a losing team fight. At the same time, Odette did a pretty well job. She stayed hidden that mid bush, stunned. She was actually waiting for the Suyo, but then again, taking down the Franco also works out pretty well because the ultimate damage was quite insane. Because say Lancelot, one of those heroes who is really good when it comes to securing the turtle. Same goes for the Suyo. He has a skill, right?
That's
And
true.
but then
Okay,
again, they won it out. But nothing
okay.
much will be happening though. At the same time, I would say the red team is in the lead because they did secure one objective.
That's true. Look at them. The members are very confident to trying to take down those members onto their hands. Not much happening though. First blood, as we mentioned, maybe 5 minutes in, maybe 6 minutes in, or maybe it's going to be the turret and no first blood. There could be a possibility though that we could be looking at that maybe into the upcoming matches because we still have series left other than this match as well. But this match also left with a BO3. So curious to know what we have. But at the same time, there's a lot of heroes that the team can play around. So I'm really loving how there's action every single time.
Yeah, and we do see Odette. She is just staying way too far behind. Maybe because there is not enough vision. Even when there is vision, she might be scared that she might get hooked. Since she's not on Purify, she's on a Flicker. Yeah, might as well just play it safe. Same time, she did show an emote to Lancelot, and he did not reply back. So maybe she's kind of pissed.
Highly possible though. Come on, Lordette is very cute. She needs that reply. As of
Yeah,
now, we are getting, Lancelot does have that advantage along the Soyu and his team having the lowest gold as of now. I think that's really affecting them. They're not able to get. I think Franco is like very specific as far as we have seen Franco's on the previous matches as well. It did not work out. And it's the same that's showing as of now. Wait a minute, okay. Looks like a bit of an immunization coming in. They don't want to engage, getting out of the way. But this means it's a kind of a green light for the blue side to go in and get an engage. But they have to wait in for the Franco's initiation. They have to wait for Franco's hook. And with that, it is like highly that they will be getting a good initiation. But without Franco, it's really hard.
definitely. But then again, since Suyo is really strong, especially early, they could have definitely gone in for more aggressive early. But right now, Lancelot is kind of farmed up, and he's one of those heroes you really wouldn't want to give the snowball to. And just look at him; he has secured all the objectives, all the turtles. He has, a lot of damage right now. Kind of melting down even the Franco. And when it comes to the side of the blue team, we're not seeing much aggression from Asuyo, who is known for those aggressions. Since he even got buffed, I was really thinking for some good exchanges, especially when he gets that level 4. But nothing much is happening. They're just playing it safe. And yep, the hooks are kind of missing. But blue team really needs to, even though they are patient and they're waiting for some mistakes from the side of the red team, but then they really need to maybe just put up some game because almost 7 minutes are already over. And if they don't do anything, they might as well because there are more objectives in the hands of the red team right now.
That's true. That's true. As of now, waiting it out for the hook. I think it depends all on the hook though. So let's see what we get. But early retribution though from that from Suyu. That was definitely a bummer. No retribution right there. I think that he really anticipated that, and I think it's a very easy turtle for this Lancelot.
Yeah, he is pretty good when it comes to securing turtle or any objectives with the second skill and the retribution because you cannot really assess that damage. And even Suyo is pretty good because he has the skill, right? Which he's just throwing right now to secure the turtle. I mean, he has three skills to secure the turtle, but then they're not going really aggressive. They're just waiting for some chances. Franco, come on, some ult, some hook, okay?
There you go. Lancelot, though, I think this is what the moment that they were talking about. Rinty, the damage is lacking, yet they are waiting it out. Suyu is trying to get, damage. Oh, that's a lot of damage from both the sides, though they are not going in. Suyu is getting targeted time by time. They are ignoring the Franco quickly, but what is it going to be? Because in 8 minutes in, it's just 2 minutes that the members have to take a first blood or even a turret. What are they going to do? I saw a hook. I saw a hook coming in for this Lancelot, but I think his skills, his mobility is really helping. And we got the first card. We got that. We got that. I think we know who's going to be the winner, unless Suyu and Franco goes in for the turret very quickly.
Well, they had the opportunity, right? They had that opportunity when he got altered, but somehow Suyo did not had that second skill, right? He did not. I think using it. That was a very good missed opportunity from this side. Now, even with one kill, really lead in the hands of the red team right now. 8 minutes already into the game. There's not much they can do. The first turret also might be just getting taken down right there and there.
Turret down. Suyu looking quite low. I think that rose gold
Oh,
material really helped it. But be alright. Said goodbye. And I think we know we got a winner. Looks like the side onto the red will be crowned as the winner. A good clean sweep coming onto their hands.
and that was a good, that final guiding dashes coming
Yes.
from Lancelot. Pretty impressive out there. But yeah, pretty good engages from both the sides. And I would say a missed opportunity from the side of Pumpkin and A. But then again, this is the second match, right? Or the
Yep.
first?
Oh, this is the second one. This clean sweep.
Okay, yeah, it is a clean sweep for them. But yeah, anyway, our couple's skin on which the entire tournament is themed, and this entire Valentine month is themed. They just won it out.
That's true. That's true. Curious, like I think this will be the first couple we will be seeing that they have won it on out in a clean sweep with an Odette and a Lancelot combo. The first Lancelot and Odette combo really did not favor this. Odette and Lancelot did make it. So maybe we will be getting more Lance and Odette. So let's wait and watch what will happen. But other than that, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a short break. We'll be right back for the next series.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we are back once again with another match for today. This once again is a best of three and it is a 2v2 tournament. So let's just see what happens in the first match. Right now we do see a Martis on the screen. Like I said before, absolute beast in the early game. Really hard to just mess around. But then again, I would say a Khofra against a Martis can really work out because the dashes, I think they get cancelled. No, they do not. Anyway, then again, he does give some a problem to the Martis or anything because he is a good tank for the early. Might as well just go in for the Franco, just when he uses up all his skills, he can just be hooked into the turret and be ulted. But then again, since we already saw two Francos, which really did not work out, so we really need a godly Franco if they really wanted to work out. Okay, we're thinking Eamon and Argus. I would say that is not a good choice, a wise choice, especially because Argus really needs the late game before he can start melting down anyone. But that's really, really late. And this tournament is only for 10 minutes. So I would say they might reconsider, okay, they just go in for that Akai. I would say good choice because Akai can just use that ultimate to disengage anything which comes to their way. Aemon too, even though he got nerfed, I would say since the Martis will be going a tanky build, or maybe a semi build, then Eamon might not be able to finish him off, especially he gets his defense boosted, right? So they could have gone in for something else. Let's just see though what would be the second pick coming from the side of the blue team right now since there is Mortis. Angela can be a wise choice. What else? I mean, anything, maybe a tank or maybe another fighter who is really strong in the early has the CC who can lock down the Aemon. I would say Sylvana is a good counter. If she manages to build that winter crown and jump on the Aemon, that would be a guaranteed kill. Even the Akai can't do anything. Okay, they go in for the Sylvana, but yeah, make sure to make that winter crown and land those ults. Right now, she does have the flicker, so yeah, that is one another good initiation point because Eamon wouldn't be able to see where Sylvana jumps on him from. So right now, both teams looking really strong. Kai, a good disengager, a lot of damage from the side of Eamon, but just to counter out that Eamon, we have the Sylvana. Let's just see if they're able to do it because Sylvana's passive also gives that defense shred. It will just help Martis to secure the kills with decimation. With this, we will be going in into the land of Dawn once again. And just to remind you all, we do have diamonds giveaways, so do stay tuned, do call your friends, do like, share, and subscribe. And do stay tuned because we do have more tournaments like these. Maybe you will be the one who will be able to take part in more such tournaments. But yeah, for right now, that's it. These direct emotes, especially the one which cries, that's really, really cute. And many of my friends, they just want, we do not need any skin or any hero from those lucky flips. We just need this emote because it's just way too good. Yeah, right now, Eamon with the Soul Vessel skill getting revamped. Would say this is a really beautiful skin for the Eamon. But right now, like since it is a Mortis, his lane clear, his jungle clear is really fast. Considering that Sylvana also helped out, both of them doing it really fast right there. The retribution, the securing the lethal. Eamon needs to buck up his um jungle clearance because Akai is also helping out though. But at the same time, nothing much will be happening in the early. We really need the Sylvana to get to that level 4. Really not really need that level 4. She has that skill 1 for the stun, and just to follow up from the Martis can absolutely decimate one person. So a guy definitely he needs that level 4 before he can actually start doing anything because the ultimate is really needed when with a tank like a guy. But yeah, if the game goes a bit late, I would say maybe towards the 8th or 9th minute mark, the guy will be giving out a lot of damage since his damage is HP based. So yeah, hands down to the execution. But at the same time, I just, Sylvana is on the Valentine skin. That's really sad because she does not have Granger to pair it with. Both of them have the Valentine skin duo. But yeah, the first title of the game already gonna come up. We might be seeing some skirmish happening. Sylvana just wants to get to that level 4 as soon as possible. Kai, he knew that the roamer does not hit that level 4 when the first turtle comes up. So he did not buy the room either. Yeah, both of them will be getting that level 4 as soon as possible. But yeah, Sylvana needs to back off for now. Uses up that first skill just to disengage. And that's the issue that even though the jungle clear is not as fast as Mortis, but the movement speed is really, really good with the camouflage he has onto his hands. And with this, we might see some initiation onto the turtle, but the Mortis is not planning to go for it. And Eamon is near the red buff right now, so a good chance for him. But then again, Eamon will be coming back as soon as possible. Both both of them level 4 and not seeing anything much happening, not much of engages happening either. They're just really playing it safe because they know that whoever gets that first blood will be, they will be having a paramount lead in this tournament because you get that one blood, and even if you sit inside the turret and just pass those 10 minutes out, you will be having the victory to your name. Yeah, pretty smart move coming from both the sides. Sylvana really needs to be careful for now. Okay, the Petrify and the combo coming in, and the heavy spin pins down Sylvana to the wall. First blood taken away by Eamon. Martis coming in for the secure. I'm really, really, really surprised that since there is, the Martis was level 4 even before the Akai was level 4, and since he has such a strong early, why not just go in aggressive? Why not go in for the first blood? But now all is said and done. The first turtle also of the game going into the hands the Eamon. And since the duo is not there, Martis just needs to back off for now. And with this once again, assassins, if they get the lead, if they get the first blood, something which is really, really hard to, once the snowball is done and dusted, that's something you really not need. Yeah, Sylvana just flickering out from the ultimate of Eamon. Another good gameplay coming in from Sylvana. Somehow, even though, Sylvana was the one who was picked up to counter the Eamon, they are the ones facing the issue. One blood, one first blood, one turtle, one cool lead. And that's how, the game just spikes up for the Eamon. With this, we might, since 4 minutes, 5 minutes already into the game, we need to really see some action coming in from the side of Eamon as well as the Sylvana. But then again, the guy is really tanky. He's a strong tank. His HP bar is just more. Even though Hylos is the one with the most HP out there, but then once again, the Petrify and the first click combo along with the heavy spin, but Martis also jumps in. Ultimate coming in. It just tries to flicker it away, but it will not be enough as one kill will be in the hands, and this will be a double kill as another stun connects in from the side of a guy. So yeah, complete domination, 3 kills into the hands along with the first turret. This is a really hard game, and I think she's finally back.
Yes, I am back, and it's very fast phase as of now. All the teams so far that we have seen, they were waiting for the 7th minute, 8th minute, trying to play those mind games, making sure the enemies will be crumbling apart. But that's not the case in this. 5 minutes in, the turret was taken down. That's, I think, a big W right there. But as of now, mid lane going to be a bit of good amount of pressure. There you go, Akai to the rescue. There goes Sylvana. That means Levi all alone. Has to wait it out, has to make sure to get it. Okay, but he does have his amount, but I don't think against that heavy spin he has the chance. And I feel like we might get that victor very early on, unless the tables have turned suddenly.
Well, I do not think so. It's like one person dies, then the second person dies. All happening for them. So really trying hard. I would say that was a pretty good ultimate landed right onto Eamon. Somehow, Martis follow-ups are not enough, Sylvana is trying to initiate, but Martis, all I see him do is stay inside the jungle. Not even use the
Yes.
lead, the strong early which a Martis has. Sylvana as well as Martis, they have a really strong early, and yet they failed to use up that early game advantage they have. And yeah, right now, Makai already pretty fatten up. Same goes for Eamon with, I think he has made Sky. Must, no, he hasn't made. Okay, he's just gone in for the
Oh,
anti-heal first item.
okay. Look at that. Even Levi, our Martis has went for the Sea Harbor as his first item. Like the energy that they have is definitely matching, is definitely looking good. But at the same time, talking about the kill, it's definitely onto the red side who is having that advantage. And I love how Hades is just making sure to pull up his heavy spin when it's needed and not just when he, looks at his enemy like, oh, I'm gonna go in and just ult it.
Yeah, definitely those initiations are pretty good considering how he pairs up that first skill as well as the petrify and just uses up the heavy spin. So yeah, pretty good combo coming in from the Akai. At the same time, I would say Sylvana, instead of that concentrated energy, she should have gone in for the winter crown. That would have made her safe. That's what I said right at the beginning of the game too, that she really needs to rush the winter crown. Even the damage, she does not really need the damage. All she needs is to pull down the aim and stun him and use that second skill, and Martis will do the rest of the job. But yeah, now she is kind of, what can we do? Aemon is fed.
That's true. That's true. Amen. Though there's going to be a bit of a hard situation to take him down quite easily, but let's wait and watch what we have. As of now, it can be a little bit easy if the synergy between them, works very well. But synergy wise, they need to, pull up a bit. So let's wait and watch. Let's wait and watch. I have not seen the other, couple heroes that the member, Lucian and the Leslie. I am curious to know if that could work out very well in this tournament.
Yep, definitely. This, since it's already a guaranteed win for the side of the red team, already 8 minutes into the game, they might look for some exchanges or maybe some mistakes, but I would do see that the guy is just taunting the Martis as well as Sylvana because he has the petrify and he has the heavy spin. Only Franco, not even Franco can suppress the guy.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, that his constant CC from the heavy spin is really a lot to take. We need a bit of like something like a Minsitar to get that hard counter and as soon as he jumps in. But I'm surprised though, day number one, no Minsitar. So curious to know what we have. And look at that. There's going to be a bit of a damage, and he's just waiting it out, trying to take down, trying to pinpoint where the Martyrs is. Shit, he's just waiting, and they are not coming for any mistakes so far.
Yep,
Oh,
and
oh,
with this rule,
mid lane. Okay, look at this. The climatic scene that we were talking about. Levi will be taken down. Next on the chopping block, we have Silvana already giving up. That's quite a sad, scene that we have just witnessed. But other than that, red team, they have won this match.
yep. And here is the 10th minute, and we already have the victors into the hands of first match with the hands of the red team right now. So pretty good for them. At the same time, I would say the blue team's picks were pretty good. Marta is a beast of the early, and of course Sylvana just to mark down that Eamon. But then again, I would say they did not use the early game to their advantage which they had. And Sylvana, I would think Sylvana was waiting for the Martyrs to come and initiate or maybe just follow up with her initiations, but somehow I did not see Martis play that aggressive. Usually, you do see Martis playing that way. And of course, he should be because they have the goals, they have the tools to counter out the draft, which a level 4 Akai. Akai wasn't even level 4 back then. So, yeah, can I say? Pretty good game, especially coming in with that Petrify combo of the Akai. He was just literally marking down Sylvana so that Eamon would stay safe.
That's definitely a good amount of what do you call that? A trust in your tanks, that Kwasar has just made it. I loved the synergy between them, loved how they made sure to get it. But quickly jumping on to the next match, what do we have? Onto the blue side, we have Hades and Kwasar who won the first match. That means if they win this match, it's going to be a pretty good clean sweep onto their hands. But what about Levna Toon Cat and a bit of a serious emoji guy? Oh, Minsitar, finally, they have heard me.
Pichi really wanted the Minstar to be picked up, and yep, the king in this game. Let's see if king works out or not. One diggy can literally defuse this bomb. So yeah,
Agreed.
but we do see, okay, Franco. I don't think so. Export can work out because Minstar can melt down that Firata armor, especially in the early game. They might lose the early, so maybe pick up something which is really strong in the early. And Gunivir, I would say once she jumps in, or maybe if she's ulted on, she can't escape. She can't move left and
I'm
right.
born with
Ah,
talent.
are you serious, Wala? Are you serious, Emoji? I really want to ask you. Are you serious?
Curious though, what's the theme behind picking up a Lucas? I do believe Lucas is gonna get a buff, or does he already have that buff that we were looking at the advanced server? I'm not sure if the patch has dropped, but let's say as of now, 1v1 Lucas I think really shines good, but a bit of a good amount of damage and sustained onto the blue side they do have. So I am curious, but at the same time, are they try to go in for, Guinevere tank?
I don't think so. She will be building tank, but my question is, even though you picked up Kunivir, but why did you pick Lucas? He literally dashes with his skills, especially in that nine-tail beast form, and it will all be diffused by the Mincetar. And of course, Thamus, he is a beast. Once he gets some of his equipment, especially the Vorax and Corrosion, I think it will be really hard to melt him down.
Possible though. Like again, there is a bit of a sustain onto the side of Hades and Quasar, but it all depends on Mincitar ulti. Or, case of Franco, if the Franco lands his hook and his ultimate, they have the game. They have that initiation onto their hands if they have enough damage, and if Mincitar's ultimate runs out, they have to scramble back. They have to rely on Quasar for his damage as well. So I am curious to know what are they trying to go in for.
Well, yeah, but let's just see what they want to go in for right now. And yep, I would say Thamos as well as Lucas both have almost the same speed of clearing the jungle, so they will be waiting it out once again. See, since like I was saying right from the first match, the first blood is really important. So maybe just play it safe, or maybe just use Guinevere.
Oh, right. Guinevere also works very well, but there's a dashes though. Mincitar is there. You're picking up a Guinevere. I am definitely not sure what's coming in, but at the same time, only time will tell. Only time will tell who picks up the first blood, because first blood anything could happen. Lane clearance wise, I think Guinevere definitely got it quite early on, despite being a freeze.
I mean, both of them have an equal amount of lane clearing. I think Minstar, he's playing it really smart. He's freezing the lane. He just wants the Guinevere to come in front as soon as possible so that he can just hook and flicker her into the turret. And since he's already level 3, he can just stun him with his first thread of basic attack. So yeah, pretty strong gameplay coming from his side. And at the same
Oh,
time, oh,
oh, 1v1 situation. Lucas loses.
that was really crazy. And this is what I was saying. Thamus is really strong, but I didn't know that he was this strong. That if Lucas really needs that level 4 and he wasn't leveled up enough, that's really sad coming from him. But yeah, with this, once again, the blue team on the lead. They do have 1 kill lead, and the red team really needs to do something as soon as possible. We were really facing a hard time against that lane freeze coming in from the Mincitar. He's already level 4.
My goodness, I think the lane freeze is really working well, but wait a minute, wait a minute. Lucas down once again. Oh, there you go. This is what Mincitar. That's a lot of damage. There's a lot of damage coming in from Mincitar. No tank Mincitar, that means.
Well, who needs tank Mincity when there is no tank in the front? And of course, Thamus himself, even on damage build, he's quite well tanky enough. He can tank a lot. You really do not need a tank. He himself is a beast. But yeah,
That's true.
that retribution battle though, since Thamus did have the upper edge, he had the upper hand, he had more creeps, he had more kills, he had more levels. Definitely worked out for him. Guinevere though, she should have really helped him. I don't know why she was waiting for herself to get to that level 4, but level 2 she has that second skill, right? One knock up and Lucas could have won that team fight.
Oh, agreed. And on top of that, having that one kill, I think that advantage was very well on taking down the turtle as well. Now that Levant has been taken down twice, he has to farm. This game's a lot farming for the red side, but oh, mid lane, they don't have the mobility. Look at that, almost 3/4 of the HP already blown off. That's definitely crazy. While the lane is being freezed, like the level difference is really screaming as of now.
Yep, definitely, and that's what I was saying. Minsitar, he has the tools to flicker, to just hook the Guni inside the turret, so he's playing it really, really smart. That lane freeze coming up right there. They were She wasn't even able to get to that level 4 when she needed. Yep, she should have gone in. You don't really need that flicker with Guni. You could have just taken up that purify, but what's done is done. Let's see what happens now. Oh,
Oh my god. Oh my god, that's a lot of damage coming in from both the sides. Double kill for Hades though. I think the sustain that they were looking for, they have it onto their hands, and with that they taking down that gold shield as well as the turret as well.
well, I mean, just look at already two two golden staffs
Oh,
secured by both of them
yeah.
at the same time. So no wonder they're just melting down that turret. So pretty good for them, and Sitar is also doing well with 3 kills. Same goes for Thamus. He's tanky, he has the speed, and with this lead in the hands of the blue team, we might as well see a clean sweep for the last match of today. But yeah, over there, I would say the Guniver really missed the second skill, and
Oh,
yet she did.
oh, that's so sad. That's so sad. Lucas, though, unable to get out of the situation once again, will be going down. There's a chase for Guinevere, but it's a futile chase.
Well, yeah, I mean, the hooks are also working out pretty well for them. Okay, one man knock up. Guni was really trying to do something out there, but can't really do anything. Sam was right inside the turret. And the ultimate, the King's Calling, also being wasted out there. Just kill that Guniver. That's really sad, though she manages to escape. But for now, absolute dominance by a king and a beast.
Definitely. What a game that we are witnessing as of now. 5 for 0, 6 minutes going close down. But there's like a very less chance on to the side of red to actually get a comeback, but they still do have a chance, so that is looking quite good. But I want to see if they are able to take down that turret. I want to see, they themselves are not able to get visions, so and they don't have to sustain the team fight. That is definitely a big problem because they are getting countered very hard as of now.
Well, yep, definitely. And level 10 Thamus already. I mean, Lucas is just level 8. Guniver is level 7. They will be facing a really, really hard time against a solo Thamus, I would say. And Guniver, she really needs to, land her second skill pretty well because every time I see her, she is kind of missing it out. But yeah, solo kill, completely decimated Guniver over there. Lucas securing the red buff with the throw, but then again, really does not matter at this point because it's into the game, 3 minutes, and I do not see how the red team will get a comeback at this point.
Okay, okay. What do we have in our hands? Looks like, sides are really keen on taking that victory for themselves, given the fact that they are so close, 7 minutes in, and I think they might have that victory onto their hands.
Well, yeah, definitely the third turtle too will be in the hands of the blue team right now. When you were just providing some vision, can't really engage or do anything at this point. Really needs to go back for now. And I would say, what can I say? Nothing much to say. The gold lead is way too much. The EXP lead is way too much. The macro lead is there. So I would say some micro lead also into the hands. Guniver once again missing that jam. The King's Calling along flicker.
Oh, 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 unstoppable for Hades. Look at that card. Also picking up a kill for himself. This is absolute menace. I think this duo works out very well. They have trust in each other a lot. Look at that. We did get another who, got their victory, which is really looking good. Another turret fallen down.
Well, yep, who it is. Um, we have the winner for the fourth match. It was a clean sweep from the side of the blue team. Pretty good dominance in both the game with the Akai as well as the Minsatar. I would say both of them doing pretty well when it comes to the jungle as well as the roam, or maybe just the duo partner out there. But what can I say? The meta picks into the hands. They already saw the Minsatar being picked, right? And yet they go in for a Lucas, and yet they go in for the Tuniver. Two of the heroes who are directly countered by the Minsatar's ult. I don't know either they were, I would say they were way too confident. At least could have come in
Oh,
with the Purify if they were that confident.
that's true. A bit though. I mean, Lucas, I'm not sure. Like early game, he doesn't have that much. Really dependent on to that, itemization as well. So, like, kind of curious though, what made them pick that heroes. But that is it for today's matches. We got 4 series, a lot of clean sweeps, but don't go anywhere because the giveaways are still left. That means 2 lucky winners will be getting weekly passes. So curious to know who's going to win it out. Let's
Sheesh, सब चले गए क्या? Seed trick giveaway, guys. It is here. 2 weekly passes. कौन कौन जिंदा है भाई? Good boy Dan, ठीक है भाई. Crazy lol is here as well. सब chat पे जल्दी से hashtag MOBA5v5 लिख दो. क्या MOBA hub लिख दो guys. I will write your names here in the lucky spin. जिसका नाम आएगा, he will get the weekly. Yes. Evatline giveaway time. Yes, yes, yes. We have a weekly pass giveaway. Hashtag MOBA5v5. फट से लिख दो भाई. जल्दी जल्दी भाई. वी हैव 9 व्यूअर्स हियर. नाइस.
let's go. And giveaways हर एक दिन होने वाला है. So be active on the chat. If you're more active, there's more chances of your name to be, picked up. So that's there.
Yes, हर दिन we have some names here already. Let me copy it. Let me paste it as well. और कौन है भाई? Let me see. Who is here? Who is here? हाश सबने लिख दिया भाई. Crazy lol आपका नाम लिखा हुआ है मैंने. There you go. Your name is there. Ayush bro. Your name is there as well. Goodbye. Dank. There's your name. Luna. There's your name as well. Lilo नहीं है क्या? Lilo is there as well. Nice. Once आपका नाम दिख रहा है स्क्रीन पे तो वापस मत बोलना भाई, मुझे कंफ्यूजन होता है. थोड़ा स्लो हूँ भाई मैं. नो इशू. स्लाइड भी कर देना भाई स्ट्रीम. वी डोंट हैव जेनी नहीं है ना यहाँ पे. जेनी भी है, जना भी है, सब है भाई. ऐश का नाम नहीं है. लेट मी राइट ऐश विद Z. सिंडी इज देयर एज वेल. सिंडी का भी लिख देते हैं. चलो सिंडी, देयर यू गो. लीलो का है ऑलरेडी. सिंडी हो गया. माय नेम आपने MOBA 5v5 लिखा क्या? हैशटैग MOBA 5v5 लिखो भाई, तभी लिखूंगा. वैसे नहीं लिखा भाई. आई एम नॉट गोना राइट दैट. लेट मी शफल बाद में करते हैं, टाइम थोड़ा कम कर देते हैं. There you go, Cindy, MOBA 5v5. Goodbye, Dan. Your name is there, bhai. Let me highlight it. Your name is the second one, bhai. Soul. There you go. Oh, wait.
Why are you wearing red pants, Uncle Feng Mei? You'll be sleeping at home? Yeah.
दो बार आवाज आ रही है. Never mind. Let me mute it. Ish. Soul. There you go. Ayush, the English of the admin girl is smoother than my English teacher. Surprisingly, she is an English teacher as well, bhai. She teaches students and as a hobby, she used to class as well. Goodbye, Dan. There's a Bimla Lama. Bimla Lama. Do you know Bimla Lama? There you go. Ayami. Let me write your name as well. 2 weekly passes gave away. The lucky winner will get it. Osan. Let me write Osan as well. One more minute, yeah. 8:20 go, we will spin the wheel. So we have one more minute. Yes. I think 50 entries, that's more than enough. Osan, your name is there. Let me highlight it. But it's ज़्यादा fancy लिखा. It might be zero sand, but yeah, it's a no for me. A teacher who play MLBB, yes, they have hobbies as well, bhai. A young teacher though, dumb. Angelica. I know, right? We have a doctor, we have a teacher, sub professions. Yes, Cindy, I wrote your name. Lilo, goodbye, Dan. Yes, your name is there. And it's the time, guys. Time to shuffle. 16 people and 2 people will be getting that weekly pass. Who's going to be the lucky one, bhai?
Let's go.
Time बढ़ा देते हैं. 29 seconds because we cannot do
अरे
something
बाप रे.
else. Yes. Suspense होना चाहिए भाई. There should be
More
suspense here. Yes. Let us Spain Lady Luck भाई. Oh, wait, मेरा नाम नहीं था, but ठीक है भाई, देख लिया भाई. Like, oh, wait.
Oh.
I think it's gonna be Ash with a Z.
Oh.
Is it? Ayush bhai? Nahi, Ash with a Z bhai.
Yes.
Let's go. Yes sir. Oh wait, Ayush bhai के ऊपर आ सकता है. If I have done 30 seconds ना हो जाता Ayush bhai के ऊपर. कोई ना भाई, Ayush bhai होता है part of life. Ash with a Z. There you go भाई. आप chat में हो क्या? You have 10 seconds to come here भाई. Oh wait, वो था भाई यहाँ पे. He did emote. He is there in the chat. एक बार confirmation दे दो. Our mods will be reaching out to you भाई. Yes.
Let's go.
अरे इतना sad face क्यों बनाया भाई? जीत गए भाई तुम वीकली. नहीं चाहिए तो you can donate भाई. How do you know
Sorry.
that name, Crazy Lol? Who are you?
वही तो मैं याद कर.
कौन है ये भाई? Who is this person भाई? How does he know that name? So the first weekly will go to Ash with a Z here. Let me shuffle it again. 30 seconds कर देता हूँ भाई. Ayush भाई का. If it was 30 seconds, it would have been Ayush भाई कोई ना. Luck is not my side today भाई. Maybe this time मिल जाए तुम्हें.
अरे आज नहीं तो कल.
वो भी है यार. One more weekly pass giveaway is here. Inspiration Ash is here. Just get his ID as well. ठीक है. I'm gonna tell you Ivan. ठीक है, मैं पूरा नाम नहीं बोल पा रहा आपका moderator. चलो, let me just spin it. Last weekly pass.
Let's
Yes,
go.
yes.
Let's
Who is it? Ayush भाई आ गया तो it's gonna be good भाई.
go. Oh,
Exia plays है ये तो myth है यार. Nice यार myth. Wait, it's gonna be goodbye Dank here.
oh,
Uh,
Lilo.
नहीं goodbye Dank. वो 8 सेकंड का फर्क पड़ेगा. इतना मैंने बोला.
Oh, क्या luck है भाई, क्या luck है. That's ball.
The 1 second भाई, it always matters भाई. Goodbye Dank भाई. Congratulations for winning that weekly pass. And आप यहाँ पे हो गया. मुझे तो नहीं दिख रहा है. Viewers आपको दिख रहे हैं क्या Goodbye Dank यहाँ पे?
Oh, he is the one spamming
भाई वो
MOBA
जीत गया. अभी
5v5.
भी MOBA 5v5 ले रहा है. भाई जीत गया भाई.
Yeah, let's go. Oh, he's here.
So yeah, the winner Ash with the Z and Goodbye Dank 21. Just provide your IDs here, and we will be giving you that weekly pass giveaway. Oh bhai, yes, that 1 second it would have been Lilo, right? नहीं होता तो.
Yeah, goodbye,
Yes.
Dank. बस कर दो.
भाई हो गया
ID
भाई
server
हो गया.
कर लो.
IDs over दे दो यार guys. Come on Ash, if you're there. I don't know.
Ash ने दे दिया.
Ash
अभी
ने
हाँ,
दे दिया
दोनों
ना.
को दे दिया. हाँ, हो गया done.
पक्का
Yay,
हो गया ना. चलो congratulations guys. कल मिलते हैं. Same time, same giveaway. उई.
Yes.
जहाँ जहाँ जाएगा वहाँ मैं giveaway करवाऊंगा. Crazy lol. One more spin. एक और spin कर सकते हैं यार, पर I don't think so आप लोग कर पाओगे वो target. 55 likes. Can you guys do that 5 minutes के अंदर? We have right now 24 likes. अगर तुम इसको 55 कर लोगे तो I will have one more. बताओ, can you guys do that? या stream बंद कर दे? It's up to you guys भाई. It's a democracy. कर पाओगे तो weekly pass giveaway, नहीं होगा तो yeah. We will say our good night, we will sleep and कल मिलेंगे भाई same time पे. Day 2. I
दुकान
think. Yes.
बंद.
Yes.
कल खुलेगी.
Shut her down. Shut her down moment. करो 55 likes कर लो भाई लीलो. You were so close भाई. 1 second gap. मैं यहीं पे बैठा हूँ भाई. मैं करवाता रहूँगा भाई रात भर. One more spin. 55 likes guys. नहीं हो पाएगा ना. थोड़ा टफ है I think.
कैसे हो रहा है?
पागल. Damn. नहीं भाई. I don't want this name here.
मैंने वो सुना भाई कि सनी की खिचड़ी. मेरे को वो दिखी हो नहीं यार.
Do 50. चलो डिस्काउंट दे देते हैं भाई. 100 likes I will give 1 star. Like damn. चलो this boy wanted the discount. चलो 25 like और कर दो. We will have one weekly pass giveaway. If you can. I'm not gonna read your comment लीलो भाई.
Bro, everyone's catching
मैं नहीं कर रहा. ठीक है भाई आश भाई. मैंने जितवाया तुम्हें 8 सेकंड से. Now you do this. ठीक है भाई आश भाई. अपने ही धोखा देते हैं. चलो with that we will be taking our leave भाई.
बेइज्जती हो रही है भाई.
Thank you guys आने के लिए. Yeah, we will be